This is how most folks like their chicken tenders, classic and perfectly juicy. But stick around because coming up, I'll show you why I do things a little differently to get a much bolder flavor. I picked up this huge haul of chicken tenders from Sam's Club, and my intention is to divide them up into 4 chicken tenders into individual bags, and I'm going to use this vacuum sealer to seal the bags. And what happens when you vacuum seal food and put it in the freezer, it extends the life of the food by up to 5 times. And with the cost of groceries today, even chicken, it definitely is a plus. I discovered a while back that Lawry's chicken and poultry rub has absolutely everything I need to make these chicken tenders taste delicious. The combination of spices is just perfect, and it actually gives the meat that classic rotisserie chicken flavor. A word of caution here, layering on the seasoning as thick as I do has the potential to draw out some moisture and dry the meat just a little bit. Now, I like it because the heavy rub penetrates deep and produces a really bold flavor. And for me, losing a little juiciness isn't a big deal because I always use a dipping sauce anyways. Now, one of the great things about sous vide cooking is that you can cook food straight from frozen. So I'll go ahead and divide up this chicken, vacuum seal it in bags, and then toss it in the freezer. And tomorrow, when everything's completely frozen, I'll grab one of those bags and show you exactly how I sous vide chicken tenders from frozen. Okay, let's grab a bag of chicken out of the freezer in the garage and have a close-up look at it. You can clearly see that the Lawry's chicken and poultry rub is completely surrounding the meat. And as it cooks in the hot water bath, the natural juices will slowly migrate outward. And because the vacuum bag is pulled tight against the meat, those seasoned juices have nowhere to go but right back into the chicken. And one of the great things about using a sous vide cooker is that you can drop it in the water, set it, forget it, go on about your business, come on back when the food is done. A great way to speed up the cooking process for your sous vide cooker is to use hot water from your tap. It's perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and set the timer and temperature for these chicken tenders. Now, because they are frozen, I am setting the timer for an hour and a half and the temperature to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. For sous vide chicken tenders that are not frozen, you only need 1 hour at 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, I don't know if you can hear the beep on the video, but the app has notified me that it's ready to put the chicken in. And as a quick reminder, you want to protect your countertop. I use a silicone pad that's rated at high heat just to be safe. Now that the chicken is in the water, I want you to notice a couple things. First, the bag is completely submerged. That means it held a tight vacuum and there is zero air trapped inside. Second, I want you to notice the water circulating. That constant movement is exactly how sous vide cooking works. And by the way, if you're interested in getting a sous vide cooker, a vacuum sealer, or any of the gear that I used here today, you'll find the links to all the products right down below. Okay, the time is up, so let's have a look at our sous vide chicken tenders. Now, if you want to make sure yours stays nice and juicy, just stick with a little bit of salt, pepper, dried oregano, and thyme. But as I mentioned earlier, I like to lay on the Lawry chicken and poultry rub because to me, the chicken tenders taste like rotisserie chicken. I like to dip mine in a little yum yum sauce. Try it. You'll love it. Thanks for watching.